Good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Thank you for joining today's webinar. I'm Vanessa Martinez, the SHARE Project Manager. I just want to let everyone know this session is being recorded, so it'll be available for future use and future playback inside of ELM as well as our SHARE YouTube channel. Your presenter today is going to be Crystal Garcia. She will be assisted along with Alberta Garcia and Bobby Montoya to help with questions. During today's session, we will review the job aid, walk through a live demonstration of the voucher delete process, including scenarios for matched, unmatched, and exception vouchers. Following this session, we are going to send out a follow-up email that is going to include a list of vouchers for your agency along with the SHARE training environment URL and credentials so that you can log in. And what we're going to ask is that you practice a couple of the examples and Crystal will give more guidance here in a moment when she takes over. But once you've completed this activity, the access and security will be added to your profile in Share Finance, and you will have the ability to delete vouchers in production. So this security access is being granted to CFOs and CFOs only at this time. So again, only CFOs will be granted this access inside of Share Production to do these transactions. Before I turn it over to Crystal, a couple of quick housekeeping items. All participants today are automatically muted upon entry and cameras are disabled to ensure a smooth session. This webinar, again, I'm just going to repeat it. It is being recorded and we will have it in ELM and the Share YouTube channel for future reference. And as we again, you'll be getting an email after, and if you do have questions, please feel free to drop the questions in the chat as we go, and then we will, try to, as smoothly as we can, stop and address them throughout the session. And of course, there will be a Q&A at the end. So with that, I am going to go ahead and turn this over to Ms. Crystal.
Thank you, Vanessa. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here this morning. I am Crystal Garcia, and I am with the Share Service Desk. And as mentioned this morning, I'm going to show you all how to delete vouchers. I'm going to go through 3 different scenarios. I'm going to show you how to delete an unmatched voucher, a matched voucher, and then I'm going to show you what we do with exceptions. I'm going to kind of explain the exceptions because we do kind of get a lot of tickets, wondering why there's an exception, what is it, how can I fix it? So I'm going to kind of, explain those as well. We do have a job aid that is currently in process that will also be uploaded along with this recording. It'll be uploaded to the Share Information Center as well as our website, the Share website on the DFA website. Like as Vanessa mentioned, at the end of this training, you guys will receive a couple of voucher numbers where you can practice deleting vouchers yourself. You can put your skills to the test, and then this will also put the training that I'm about to give you to the test to see how well I trained you on it. So if you have any questions, I will stop periodically to see if you have any questions. Just raise your hand and Vanessa will let me know that there are questions. So let's get started. I am going to turn off my camera and I'm going to share my screen. I am currently using our Share training site. So I am going to log in here. And the first voucher I'm going to show you is an unmatched voucher. I'm going to navigate using the nav bar. I do have my tiles saved here, but I'm going to just show you the navigation. The navigation is also provided on the job aid as well. So I'm going to go to accounts payable, vouchers, add update vouchers, and then I'm going to select regular entry. I'm going to select the find an existing value, and today I am going to use CYFD. And the reason why I'm coming to this first is because I want to make sure that this voucher is not matched. So we want to make sure that, it's open for deletion. And I also want to make sure that the post status is unposted. So if you have a voucher that is posted or has been paid, you cannot delete those vouchers. If you have a posted voucher that hasn't been paid and you don't need that voucher anymore, whatever reason, whatever came up that you just need to get rid of that voucher, we can close it for you. Send us a help desk ticket and we will close that voucher. If it's already paid, there's nothing we can do with that voucher. It's paid. That's a whole other issue that you would have to, I believe, take up with cash control. That would be Heather Kent's uh division. And if you need to like recoup or warrant cancellations and stuff like that, I believe goes through cash control. So this voucher is not matched and it is unposted. So that's easy to do. We're just going to come back to our nav bar. I'm going to go to delete voucher and it's going to automatically populate for me. And I'm going to click on delete. And yes, is this okay to delete the voucher? Press cancel if you don't want to delete it. We're going to click OK. Once you click OK, there's no coming back from that. There's no undeleting. There's no retrieving that voucher. So that's all she wrote. It's gone. So we're going to wait for this to process. Sometimes it takes longer than others. We'll give it a minute. Does anybody have any questions so far? I know it just started, but I think if you're good, we're good. Taking a while, kind of an awkward silence.
No, it's okay. Heather can't just, everyone has the chat. Warrant cancellations requested can be submitted through the SMARS ticketing system. We have a question from Robert. Does the voucher need to be zeroed out before deleting?
No,
it does not.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, sorry. It does not have to be zeroed out anymore. You can, if you want to, you can zero it out, budget check it and do all that stuff. But we've ran some testing on the vouchers with balances and we've been given the clear to delete it without zeroing it out. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Alex.
That is correct, Crystal. The team tested this quite a bit, and you no longer have to zero out a voucher. You can just delete it. And in the job aid, when you receive the job aid, you will also see some steps to verify your budget balances. So rest assured that the system will, once you delete the voucher, the system will automatically budget check it for you and return any balances back to your budget. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. So I just saw Heather respond to warrant cancellations that those requests are submitted through the SMARS ticketing system. Thank you, Heather. Okay, so after the deletion has been processed, you will, oops, where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. Give me 1 second here. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, where did it go? Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. Okay. So budget transactions related to this voucher have been deleted. Please review your budget account balance and activity, and we're going to click OK. And that's it. You can go back to verify that it has been deleted. We can go back to the find an existing value page. And it'll tell us no matching values were found. So it has been successfully deleted. Now I am going to show you a matched voucher on how we delete a matched voucher. So again, it is matched and it is unposted. From here, I'm going to navigate to the match workbench. So we're going to go into accounts payable, review accounts payable info, vouchers, match workbench. And I'm going to enter the business unit. The match status is, matched. And then I'm going to enter the voucher ID. I always select contains. It's just part of my habit, I guess. I don't have to enter the extra 2 zeros at the beginning. So I am going to enter that. Enter, if you click enter on your keyboard, it will not pull up the voucher. So you have to click on search. And down below the voucher will appear down below of the workbench. And I'm going to select undo match. Click on the action drop down and select undo matching, and then I'm going to run it. Undo matching has been launched with process instant number. I'm gonna click OK. So I just want to make note of this, and I want to emphasize this because this happens to us all the time. And this is probably going to happen to you at one point, and it's going to happen to at least one of you. We have what's called a batch process that runs on the hour, every hour, give or take a few minutes. If you are in the middle of unmatching a voucher and that batch process runs, it's going to rematch your voucher. So you will have to come back and do that. You can just click search here and it'll bring up, the line below, and you'll click here again. You'll do the same process. But it does happen. If I had $1 for every time that's happened to me, I'd be able to retire. Another thing that can happen during that batch process is when you click run, you'll get a pop-up error that says batch process is currently running. And so all you have to do is just wait a few minutes for the process to run. You'll just come back in here, click, because I already ran the batch process, so I can't, it won't. If you've already run the batch process also, it will give you this error as well, so I can't rerun it. But going back to the batch process, you would just research the voucher, click the box, do the run, and all that stuff. So it will happen, and it does. So now I'm going to go back to the voucher to make sure that it has unmatched. And also there are times where you will go and you'll run the unmatched and it won't unmatch. Just go back and run it again. Sometimes it's a database, it's technology. Sometimes it's not always going to work the way you want it to, and that's okay. You just go back and rerun it. So here it is. Our match status is ready, and it is definitely, as we already verified, unposted. And I am going to go to the delete and delete. We're going to hit OK, and we're going to wait for that to run.
While we're waiting, Crystal just wanted to mention that yes, we are in a shared test environment. It is much faster in production, obviously. Some of our test environments don't have the resources that shared production has. So stand by, it'll get
Yes.
deleted.
Yeah. I'm like this silence is so awkward. I'm like, what do I say
Well, we have a
to make this?
question.
Okay.
Vouchers get matched before they go to supervisors for approval?
So the vouchers, they do have to be matched before they are approved. Yes. Okay, so here we go. We are good to go. That has been deleted. So now I'm going to show you a voucher that's got exceptions. Um, okay, so this voucher has exceptions. What that means is your voucher has an error. There's an error in your voucher. It could either be like if it's a direct pay, perhaps it exceeds budget tolerance. You know, there's no budget available to process the voucher, or one of your lines in your voucher, one of your lines in the voucher exceeds the line that it's matched to in the PO. So for instance, you can click on it and it'll show you what your exception is. Um, If you click the match exception summary, it'll show you the voucher line that has the error. So this is voucher line 3, and it's due to voucher the PO line 3. It exceeds the amount that is available in that PO. So one of two things that you can do when you have a match exception is you can go and correct your PO and create a change order so that way there's enough funds in that PO to process this voucher, or you can delete this voucher and correct your PO and then come back and recreate your voucher. You can view all the lines if you select view all, and if you scroll down, it'll show you which line it is. So it's the line that's got these little exclamation marks. So this voucher only had 400, I mean, this P only had $400 on the line and this exceeded it. So it went over by $17. I'm not going to delete it because it's just the same process of, selecting delete voucher. I guess I can delete it. So, that's all, you can do that. Or like I said, you can just correct your PO and continue to use that voucher. But I would recommend deleting it. That way you just start with a fresh slate after you've corrected your PO. So does anybody have any other questions?
I just answered a few that were in the chat. Good morning, everybody. This is Alberta Garcia. There was a question saying, will you be giving us access to delete vouchers? I don't have that option. Yes, once you've tested this in the test environment and you've given us the okay that you have tested it and all is well, that access will be given to you, the CFO, to delete vouchers in production. Vouchers get matched before they go
Yes.
to supervisors for approval. So yes, vouchers that are tied to a PO will be in a match status. Direct pay vouchers and single pay vouchers will have a match status of no match. So as long as it's valid, you can go ahead and delete those vouchers.
Okay, yes, thank you. I didn't realize the direct pays and all that. I forgot to mention that. So those do not require a match. That is correct. That is correct. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And Debbie
So
has
yes.
one that says,
Oh.
when you delete a voucher that is attached to a PO, will that put the budget back to the PO? Yes, we have tested this and it does put the money back to the PO.
Yes, I was just gonna elaborate on that. So once you delete your voucher, you can go back to your PO and make sure that it's been returned back to your PO. This particular one that I was just showing you, it has we got an error because of the accounting date. Just go into your voucher and update the accounting date, and then you can go back and re-delete it. This does happen on occasion. As always, if you are stuck on something, you know, need assistance, you're having an issue, what have you, just reach out to us at the help desk and we will be happy to help you. Me, Alberta, or Andrea will assist you with any issues that might come up when you're deleting your vouchers. We are always here to help. Anybody have any more questions? Anything else anybody wants to add? Anything else that you guys have? I think we're good then. This pretty much concludes our training. One thing I left out, I apologize. One thing I did leave out was if you do try to go and delete a voucher when it's matched, you will get an error and it'll tell you that it's matched. It's like a little square box and it'll tell you that it's matched. So you just have to do it is go and unmatch your voucher. I meant to show that too, and then sorry, I forgot to do that. But like I said, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at the help desk. Go ahead, Alex.
There's
So,
several,
okay, go ahead, Vanessa.
oh no, I apologize. I was just going to answer several questions that all are along the same lines regarding the test environment. As I mentioned before at the beginning of this session, there will be an email that will be going out to everyone that was invited to this meeting that received the link to sign up. You will have we will give you vouchers to look at for your agency. We will also give you the URL to the training environment that Crystal was just in, and we will give you your individual password to gain access with your user ID that you use in production. It'll be a different environment. It'll be a different password for you, but you will get that along with the recording to the training in the YouTube format, as well as the job aid. All of that will be packaged in an email that will go out to everyone on this meeting. Another question just came in. No, this access is granted to CFOs and CFOs only at this time. We will not grant it to anyone else. We will not take requests. They will be denied for anyone else. This is a CFO and a CFO only permission that will be granted to your profile. I'm sorry, Alex, go ahead.
And yes, we'll, eventually we'll discuss this with Mark. I can't remember, can't see the name of the person that asked this question. We'll eventually, once you all receive this access, have had a moment to delete vouchers, we'll look at, maybe expanding this access later down the road with Mark's approval, Mark Melhoff's approval. So, but at this time, it's only CFO access. When you are testing, when you go to, as Vanessa mentioned, when you get your access to a shared test environment to practice voucher deletions, you will also be receiving the job aid. On the job aid, there's a couple of screens that will show you where to go to validate your balances to make sure that money goes back to your POs and goes back to your budgets. So please keep an eye on the job aid and those steps where you go validate your PO balances, your budget balances to make sure that your money's going back. That is all I have.
I do want to just add one additional thing. Please be mindful of your environment when you are practicing. Be mindful that it says train across it. I think one of the biggest indicators, obviously, will be that there is no MFA for this environment. So hopefully that is helpful to you all, and that triggers the fact that you are in a training environment. Please don't practice in production. So yes, there's another question. Will they help us still delete vouchers when the CFO cannot? Absolutely. If the CFO is unavailable or out on leave, please definitely still contact the help desk by submitting a ticket to the Share Help, and they will absolutely be able to assist. And if you run into any issues, snags, or something that is not making sense that you haven't seen as you go through the process at any point down the line, or as you're practicing, please again feel free to reach out to the Share Help desk. They are always available for your agency and you to assist. When I can sign up. So, sign up AP employees to attend training. I'm sorry, are you talking about this training or which training? Because again, I just want to reiterate, this is only for CFOs at this point in time, no one else, and we will not be, accepting requests for access to anyone else. This has only been approved for CFOs. So, thank you, Heather. Any other questions? Yeah, this is a CFO only access that will be granted. The training, it can be available to them in ELM at any point in time. They just won't be able to get access until later on down the line that this is, they can absolutely take the training for knowledge purposes. This will be available again in ELM, but you will all get, so you have access immediately to, we're going to load this into the YouTube, the SHARE YouTube channel. But it will be available for ELM for anyone that wants to review for knowledge purposes and potential future references. And the ELM will take a little bit more time to put together, so it'd probably be a couple of weeks. Did I answer is there anything else? Otherwise, we will give everyone back, I know this was scheduled for about an hour, we'll give everyone back about 30 minutes of their day, and we really appreciate your attendance. And again, just stressing, please feel free to always send in a help desk ticket if you have any questions. Thank you.
Crystal and Vanessa, thank you so much. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Yep. Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Everyone.